It's an explosive blue sky breakout for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Is this potentially the beginning of the next bullish rally to the upside with a potential speculative target of 150,000? Let's dive in and analyze what is going on, ladies and gentlemen. Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What an absolutely insane past few days it's been here inside the cryptocurrency space. Right now we are seeing Bitcoin break out of what could be chalked up to a gigantic bull flag pattern formation. We'll discuss this. We also need to take a quick look here at Ethereum, as right now it has broken not only to a new all-time high, but upon backtest has now tentatively formed new support on top of old resistance. What could this mean here for the price moving forward? All of this and more here on today's stream. And of course, before we get down to it, if you could smash that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for that. And if you are brand new, welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you are ever going to find. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Welcome to the channel. So let's begin here with the structural components of the Bitcoin chart. Right now, it's easy to see that Bitcoin did in fact break the downward sloping resistance line of this absolutely gigantic pennant pattern formation, which right now, in my opinion, does look like it's playing out to be a bull flag. For me, the bull flag pole begins right here at our breakout from about 20,000 flat. We formed a ceiling of resistance here, and upon breaking through, we saw an absolute springboard up to 42,000. Savage, heinous, borderline ludicrous, if you do in fact ask me. But that is what we got. And if we take our flagpole, the size of that move, bring it over to the now confirmed breakout point. And the reason I say confirmed is because we did get a breakthrough. We then backtested, formed new support on top of the old downward sloping resistance, and we have continued our breakout. So taking it from this point here, if we zoom out, this puts us with a speculative potential target up at about 55,000, my friends. Chalk it up between 55 and 56,000. Let's get this crypto. Of course, this does not need to play out, but this would be where the pattern potential extrapolation brings us. Let's get this crypto. So we do have that going for us there. Also, my friends, if we do in fact take the Fibonacci tool, we're going to drag it roughly from the top of our prior high down to the roughly bottom of our last swing low. Okay, so this swing high here, 42,000, roughly down to about 29,000 in that range. We now look up where this puts us. We have our golden 1.618 Fibonacci extension target on the logarithmic scale up at about 53,300. This is in an odd confluence here with the pattern. You see, there is a nice little confluence here. I don't know how else to put that. There's a nice little confluence with this line, the extrapolation line, and the Fibonacci ratio. So I am just putting that on your radar as a spot where the algorithms may also potentially look to drive this price if there is still bullish action to go here. Where of course we're going to discuss what could possibly happen to the downside as well. But right now, if the bulls are going to continue upward, I see a potential flagpole pattern extrapolation target, and I see a 1.618 golden logarithmic scale Fibonacci target of this micro move up at about 53,300. Let's get this crypto. And my friends, if you are enjoying thus far, seriously, that thumbs up would be so greatly appreciated. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe right now, tick the little bell and select all so you do not miss any more of these important analyses. Welcome to the channel. Now, on top of that, we also have this massive Fibonacci extension target all the way up at 61,300 roughly on my chart. And that is pulling the old bull market high at about 20,000 back in 2017 down to the doldrums and the crypto abyss of the bear market down at about 3,000. We get our golden 1.618 logarithmic Fibonacci all the way up there, my friends, at about 61,300. Okay, so right now, before we even move further, I just want to point out, I do fully understand that we've got that bullish news out of Tesla. right? That has sparked and fueled bullish speculation here like no other. And over the past several days, I have seen tons of videos. 100K Kirby, 150K Kirby, 3 million Kirby. What I'm telling you right now, my friends, is on my chart here in particular, I do not see any indication of further algorithmic targets that actually make sense from a usable perspective other than 61,000. So this title here in this video today is not clickbait. This title is telling you, be careful with what you're seeing, because the other things that you're viewing with these heinous moonshot targets up at over 100K, up at over 1 million USD in certain circumstances. What I'm telling you right now is from a pure technical analysis perspective, I do not see any number that is anywhere relevant to that information. Does not mean it cannot happen. And as the trend progresses, surely those numbers could change and meet those expectations at a further point down the line. Right now, 61,000 is the top of the line for where my targets are set at this point if the bulls are to continue higher, okay? And I get it. Right now, technical analysis is difficult in such an absolutely explosive parabolic uptrend being driven by massive external factors, by massive news articles coming out, further developments inside the space, right? And this puts us in a little bit of a conundrum in terms of what we can get and squeeze out of technical analysis, right? So right now, with all of this being said, I just want to keep it as realistic as possible here. We've broken out of this pennant pattern formation. We've broken above this channel here, which has essentially been the most important structure within a structure since all the way back at roughly 28,000. Okay, we've seen this act as support and resistance flips time and time and time again. Right now, after testing this range as resistance, the bulls smash right through it. And if they are able to hold right here as new support, my friends, even though this trend is so insanely overextended, in my opinion, with parabolic action, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's essentially been a straight line up. This, from a very basic structural perspective, in my opinion, still looks like the bulls are back in control. All right. And if we couple this here with the fact the daily alligator looks great, we got our cross right out of there. This has been a nice and healthy bullish uptrend indicator for this whole move. Right now, we did have a little bit of a bearish scare, but it twisted back bullish. We do see here as well on the daily Keltner channel, we did test the bottom of the channel twice, stuck in our double bottom reversal candles. We then broke out to the top of the channel, back tested down into the middle of the channel, and we are now bursting through the top once again. This action to me, my friends, looks very, very similar to what we saw back down here before we started this next gigantic leg to the upside. Of course, past performance does not indicate future results, and what happened then does not have to happen now. I'm just stating that this, in my opinion, does look like a potentially healthy reversal point here for the bulls. Let's get this crypto. 4-hour time frame Keltner also looking quite promising. In this downtrend, we saw each and every high be met with resistance at the top of the channel. Right now, we're seeing the opposite. We are seeing the top of the channel get ripped through, back test down to the bottom of the channel, get ripped through, back to the bottom of the channel, support again, and ripped through once more. If this series of higher lows and this series of testing the bottom of the Keltner and remaining bullish is going to continue, well, my friends, what I like here is that the 4-hour Keltner bottom band is now officially inside my channel here, which this whole time was resistance, right? And now that we're trading above it, if we backtest down into it, it's very possible, my friends, that this could now be a range where old resistance flips into new support upon backtest with the potential helping hand of the 4-hour Keltner channel indicator. Let's get this crypto. Everything looking good there on the Keltner, in my opinion, as well. And if we pull up our directional movement index, 4-hour time frame, bullish movement, the blue line, still very far ahead of the bearish movement, the orange line. Like what I see there. If we go over to the daily time frame, you could see we did in fact have our bullish cross upon that breakout of the pennant. And right now things still appear to be very healthy and moving in the right direction, in my opinion. Let's get this crypto. Okay, so right now things do look quite juicy here from a bullish perspective, but we need to observe what could potentially, be a negative catalyst here, right? As I've stated earlier, we are seeing a ton of external factors play out here, right? We're seeing news catalysts pump the price. We're seeing news catalysts dump the price. We're seeing things like short squeezes occur at very, very interesting ranges. Here's a warning shot fired, my friends. This one is still interesting to me. It's the volume. Take a look at what happened here with the volume. We're still seeing descending volume here on the daily time frame. And if we take a look at the weekly as well, it makes it quite evident. Just take a look here. This was our original $42,000 high. The volume has seen a sharp fall off. Now, in my opinion, right now, this is actually working out for the bulls. And if you are subscribed to this channel, and if you're not, you need to subscribe right now and tick the little bell so you do not miss any more of what I'm talking about here. On my last stream several days ago, I pointed out that there could be a squeeze factor that plays out here after 42,000 is hit, purely because the volume is so low. And what do you know, ladies and gentlemen? Right after 42,000 was broken, we saw a short squeeze all the way up to almost 48,000. Well, at about 48,000, okay? So that did play out. And the reasoning behind my speculative thesis that did have the potential to occur was purely because right now the liquidity, from what I can see, is low. The volume, from what I can see, is low. And when you get in these low liquidity, low volume situations, this is where large moves can occur much easier than when volume is very high. Okay, so right now, I still think that although Bitcoin definitely could move higher right now because of the low volume and low liquidity, it's just as easy for it to move down because of low liquidity and low volume as well. And I hope you understand what I'm talking about here. I hope that by now these moon boys aren't getting upset. This guy saying the price can go down, but Uncle Elon Musk, he. My friend, Uncle Elon can do all he wants. These moon boys can chirp all they want with their $300 worth of Bitcoins. But what I'm telling you right now, my friends, from a very realistic perspective, I don't care if the price goes up. I don't care if the price goes down. What I'm looking for is simply trading setup opportunities to potentially crush this market and get this crypto in whichever way it breaks. And that's what I keep you personally updated with, right? I'm looking for these trade setup ideas around the clock to give myself what I perceive to be an edge over this market to potentially vanquish, crush, and eviscerate these irrational moon boy degenerates. And if you'd like to see all of my posts that I'm posting real-time trade setup alerts, real-time trade setup ideas, real-time strategy ideas, real-time my potential entry ideas, potential exit ideas, potential take profit ideas. I'm posting all of this around the clock for you exclusively in VIP. So if you're not already in my VIP, today is truly the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Don't miss any more of my important real-time alerts, as I will be posting them for you exclusively in VIP. Let's get this crypto. All right. Now let's move along. That's a warning sign for me there. It's essentially what you would chalk this up to, ladies and gentlemen, is calling this a divergence, a bearish volume divergence. Okay. Because we're seeing the price continue higher and the volume continue lower. Of course, this is subject to change at any given moment in time. But as it stands right now, potential bearish volume divergence. And also here, just a little warning shot fired again. We do also have a potential bearish divergence on the one-day RSI indicator, right? Ascending higher highs in the price, descending lower highs across the indicator highs. And if we do in fact go over to the weekly time frame as well, my friends, what do you see? Ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner. Tofu if you're vegan. Also another potential bearish divergence forming inside the chart right here, right now. At this very specific moment in time, at the time of recording, these bearish divergences, in my opinion, are not yet confirmed, as we have not seen a rejection and a swing high come in at this point yet. We are still potentially in the middle of this upside move, right? Once we see a potential rejection, this is where we can start to say, hey, is this divergence potentially playing out right now? And are we potentially seeing an end to the speculative frenzy fueled by these outside external factors? Let's get this crypto. I hope you appreciate what I'm showing you there, just to maybe, keep your mind a little bit more at ease, right? To try and remove your emotions here, right? Because even though every video, every article, every social media post that you read will continue to shill you moon, 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 the Don tries to remain as cool, calm, and collected as possible. Tries to remove his emotions as best as possible so that I can look at this market with a level head, right? And give you the analysis that I feel is most realistic, right? So let's get this crypto. And again, my friends, if you are enjoying this perspective, that thumbs up, greatly appreciated. And if you're brand new, subscribe, tick the little bell, and select all so you do not miss any more of these important analyses. Now, we've gotten both of those out of the way, right? The potential bullishness and the bearishness, and that I don't see anything in terms of a algorithmic type of target with numbers and math behind it, besides up at about 61,300, which is the 1.618 logarithmic Fibonacci extension of our 2017 bull run to bear market. Let's get this crypto, right? So anything above there, my friends, is purely fundamental speculation, which is fine. This is a technical analysis channel, not a fundamental analysis speculation channel. Technical analysis and fundamental analysis are two very different beasts. I am well aware of the macroeconomic situation. I am very well aware of how Bitcoin works. I've been in this space a very long time. What I'm simply stating is that the lines on the chart, the indicators in the chart, the structures of the chart are all very different than saying the fiat system is going to collapse. We're going to hyperinflate and that Bitcoin is going to the moon. Two different types of analyses. I'm not going to say that one is better than the other. I feel that they are both important. What I'm telling you here is that on this stream, in the house that Don Carbonaccio built, we are looking at this from a technical analysis perspective, and I do not see any indication of anything further at this point in time. This will change if we move higher, of anything more than 61,000 as the potential realistic bullish target. Let's get this crypto. All right. And now, before we move over to Ethereum briefly, what I want to show you here as well, one last piece of bullish potential speculation, okay? And that right here, my friends, is the US dollar index. So here on this chart, let me just clean this up for a moment. We still have drawings on it from last time. Right now, we can see that the US dollar index has potentially started to break out of this falling wedge pattern. Falling wedge is a classical technical analysis pattern, which can be bullish if certain parameters are met. Those parameters are breaking out of the downward sloping resistance line, holding support above the line and looking to climb. Right now, we find ourselves in a very unique situation. We have seen the DXY break out of the downward sloping resistance trend line. We are now dumping though, and we need to see what's going to happen here. Is the DXY going to maintain support above this line? If so, maybe we do have to still fear that this falling wedge is going to wind up bursting the price to the upside. Okay. Now, if we fall back down into this channel, I mean, my friends, the last time we saw fake out was right up here, and that led to further massive downside action. Right? Again, past performance does not indicate future results. But what I'm stating here is that if we saw this go down like that after a fake out, for me, another failed attempt at this downward sloping potential bullish pattern, this really still to me looks like it could be in a bear trend. And if it is in a bear trend, we should all know that this bear trend here for the US dollar index was our 2016 to 2017 bull run for Bitcoin. Massive, massive moves up. And this downtrend here, starting back in March of 2020, has led to our 42K Bitcoin, our 45K Bitcoin, and our 48K Bitcoin here in 2021. Let's get this crypto. So, we have to see what happens here. Don't forget that this yellow line of potential confluence here, which would be an old double top coming out of the financial crisis to now potentially form a bullish double bottom. We're right around that area right now, folks. So, watch out. Just keep your eye on the US dollar index. Lots of potential things going on here. You need to watch it like a hawk with an eagle eye. I know I am, okay? And I do take this into consideration with my analysis and my trade setup ideas. So I will be posting all of my ideas for you exclusively in VIP as I look to potentially stay one step, at least 2 steps ahead of every other trader, bot, analyst, and algorithm in this market to potentially crush it and get this crypto. And of course, I will be keeping you personally updated with all of my speculative trade setup ideas, entry ideas, potential take profit ideas, things of that nature exclusively in VIP. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. Do not miss any more of my important real-time VIP alerts, okay? So now let's move over to Ethereum and we'll wrap things up here. Very similar to Bitcoin, everything looks fine from a momentum perspective for me. Let's first look at the structure, okay? This could have been a bearish rising wedge, the very opposite of what we saw in the US dollar index, right? Where we're in a falling wedge, potentially looking to break out bullishly. Here, this could have been a rising wedge looking to break down bearishly. So right now, it appears that that pattern has not only been negated, but is now potentially confirming new support on top of old prior resistance. Very, very healthy. And that's what you want here, right? Still, the volume, just like Bitcoin, is seeing a stark decline. So keep that in mind as well. We are still seeing waning volume here. Doesn't have to mean all too much, but I'm just putting that on your radar. In terms of the momentum indicators, look, the alligator, very healthy. The Keltner channel, very healthy. And if we do, in fact, take a look here, at the RSI indicator, we do see that we also have this same type of bearish divergence on Ethereum on the daily and as well, my friends, on the weekly, okay, where we're seeing the price move to higher highs and the indicator move to lower highs. Now, of course, just like Bitcoin as well, this is unconfirmed at this point in time because we have no indication that the swing high is yet in, right? So this could continue to just roll right on up and negate that bearish divergence. I just wanted to put it on your radar that it is in fact there, okay? And of course, looking at our directional movement index here, we could see on the daily still looking quite healthy. On the 4-hour, still looking quite healthy with actually another bullish cross right here upon backtesting resistance and forming support. And if we go to the weekly as well, I mean, this tells the story of the whole macro move. Still very, very high up here, very far away from the bearish momentum. Let's get this crypto. So for me right now, Ethereum is very hard to gauge in terms of, this trend. Look at it. We're so far away from our last level of serious confluence, down all the way down here at about 800 down to 650-ish, right? So just because we're this far away doesn't mean that we can't eventually pull back down into there. And for me, that would in fact be quite normal. But with where we are at right now, the momentum still certainly appears to be in favor of the bulls here. The only thing, watch this volume on the weekly again, right? Look at it on the weekly time frame. Very suspect, okay? But in terms of potential algorithmic targets, unlike Bitcoin, we really don't have much to go off of here, right? Let's just pull a Fibonacci here from our top here to our massive little low there. We've already hit the fib target, right? You see this? We already hit it. It was at 1755. That's already been smashed. So the only other one here that I see is pulling our crude old bull market high from back in 2017 down to the bear market low, okay? This one here on the logarithmic scale, my friends, is a little bit pie in the sky, okay? We actually have to shrink the chart to see it. And it's all the way up there at 8,654. I mean, I almost don't even want to show this on the stream, but because I showed the Bitcoin one, you know, up at around 61,000, I am showing that here on Ethereum. Okay, so just understand that that is where that target is at. Okay, and if we look at the regular scale, let me just get this back. If we put that on the regular scale, my friends, and we shrink this down so we can see it, we do have that target on the regular scale Fibonacci up at 2275, 2,275 USD roughly on my chart right now. Let's get this crypto. So for Ethereum, you know, that from a super bullish perspective is where the Don is potentially targeting, albeit both sides of the trade right now, my friends, are so risky, in my opinion, right? And even though we see that the momentum is potentially there, the things, the warning signs and things of that nature are so abundant right now in terms of, you know, the risk being so high in both directions, right? Even going long here, very risky as we're so overextended and the volume is so low and there are potential bearish divergences, things like that. As well, are you looking to just go short into this parabolic move right now, breaking out of this pennant structure, breaking above this ascending parallel resistance channel? Are you looking to go short there, right? Very difficult from a swing trading perspective right now, right? In terms of how the chart looks right now. So for me, I've not been jumping into anything new here, right? You know, for me, I'm not looking at this from an investment standpoint, my friends, right? There are plenty of other channels and articles and things to look at. This is a swing trading analysis channel, right? This is not looking for some type of long-term buy and hodl situation. I'm looking for the moves up and down, micro moves, right? That's what this channel is all about, right? So I see people all the time that just truly do not understand this, right? Well, Kirby, if you just hodled, you make these farm animal noises, little James. This channel is for swings up and swings down, in and out, looking to potentially crush the micro moves of the market. Right now, I am awaiting for my next potential trade setup idea of what I perceive to be high reward and low risk, right? The ratio, high reward, low risk. What I'm putting on the table there to potentially lose is small compared to where the target is of a potential win, right? That's the game, folks, right? And right now, although it's been difficult, in my opinion, right, with my high reward, low risk strategy to find new trade setups at this exact moment, I will be looking for my next speculative trade setup idea right here, right now, to potentially crush, eviscerate, and vanquish these moon boy degenerates. And if you want to see how the Don is looking to potentially vanquish these players, my friends, then I will see you in VIP right now after this video, all right? Today is truly the day. It's time to transform yourself from Average Joe into Savage Joe, as I will be posting all of my trade setup ideas as I look to vanquish these moon boy degenerates in real time. And I will be posting that exclusively for you in VIP. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from Average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. And if you're wondering how I'm able to remain so cool, calm, and collected in these absolutely savage market conditions, my friends, it's truly because the Don has been up the mountain. The Don has been down the mountain. And quite frankly, the Don has also been everywhere in between. And I have wined and dined with kings and queens. And I have slept in alleys and dined on pork and beans. And let me tell you something, folks. The Don prefers the wine and queens every single time. So as these moon boys and degenerates continue to live a life of peril and squalor, the Don will continue to grind for every Satoshi and dollar. Let's get this crypto. My friends, I will be posting all of my speculative trade setup ideas, entry ideas, potential take profit ideas, all exclusively for you in VIP as I look to potentially crush, eviscerate, and vanquish these savage average moon boy degenerates. My friends, don't miss any more of my real-time VIP trade setup ideas. I will be posting them in real time. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. My friends, one last time, if you could, hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for that. If you haven't subscribed by now, subscribe, tick the little bell, and select all so you do not miss any more of these important analyses. And my friends, until next time, I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. I will be posting all of my real-time trade setup ideas exclusively for you in VIP. Do not miss any more of my important real-time VIP alerts. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs. Oh, and beware of the fake Kirby imposters down in the comment section. I will never post a phone number on your comment. I will never send you any type of unsolicited email. That is not me. You can see the two examples down below. They have the same name as me, but they're posting phone numbers. They're using very weird typing to get around the spam filter. That is not me. This is an example of my real comment here. You can see the nameplate has a gray background to it, and I do leave a creator heart next to the thumbs up so you can validate that that is me. I generally only post the VIP information in a pinned comment, so you know that is me there. My friends, don't fall for any of the fakes. Be smart, be safe. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in the securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.